Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, that's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's good.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Complete to Mike Gesicki.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Taylor on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Completes it to Samuel. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Deebo Samuel, 69 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Ball carrier.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? All of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, here's Bo. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Las Vegas.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up.
They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Max Wilson on the tackle.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He may try and run, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit, because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
So the Patriots coming out now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Raiders are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm.
And the Raiders have got him. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now a short one to Gesicki. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And quickly they get to the line.
Zach Cunningham on the tackle.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 15.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
First down.
And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run on first down with Jackson and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Rolling to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Las Vegas sending out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion?
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
4-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Ricky. Middle. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough.
Patriots.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Number 31,
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
Third down.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Lawrence Taylor on the tackle.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Patriots.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight right. Hey. We got 3 down.
To throw again. Murray. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Throwing again, Murray.
This defense.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They faked the handoff. Now Murray.
Well, he made that catch knowing full.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. To throw is Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
29.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the line.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, The Coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The Hall of Famer Jack Youngblood there on the stop.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Draw play. This is Henry. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Now Sanders. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a toss play right to Mostert.
Raheem Mostert.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll roll him out right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Mostert. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
The Patriots 4-yard line.
One more time with Mostert. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run with Mostert. And this time he is in. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Now the first carry for Bush. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
7 yards.
Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer defense.
You can't do that.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
2 minutes on the clock. Second quarter. 7-0 ball game.
7-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from ours. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Kyler Murray.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start.
Touchdown! Jonnu Smith, 44 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Sebastian Janikowski.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually...
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And he's going to go down again. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. On third down, Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
On the tackle.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Visitors, nothing.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return. His guys take over first and 10 at their own.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks. And they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
At the 32-yard line.
On second and 7, Jackson. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Second and 9.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Mostert. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
The ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Now Mostert. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
On second down, it's Jackson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
7 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Jackson now, forced out to his left. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Jackson from the shotgun, flushed out right, and it's caught. Touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Janikowski adds the extra point. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
Out to kick is Janikowski. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Patriots ready to get the football back. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Murray now on 1st down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray complete to the right side. It's Eifert. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and 2, Murray. And Eifert has it. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And Steve Smith hauls it in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray to air it out again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Smith. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Brings up third.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Janikowski good with the extra point, and it is 28-0.
But I can't go, no I can't go, and whoa, sometimes I need a check.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
There's pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go. Murray again, 2nd and 10. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now Murray again. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Murray, one final try. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. So celebration down on the field.
and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is finally over. It's time to play ball.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Kenyon Drake.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
He's up to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
50-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
Short throw pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Return. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. DK Metcalf, 71 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Tomlinson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready.
There he goes, right side. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And his guys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
A loss of 7 yards.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Michael Dixon, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And Sanders now to return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At the 35-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go play action with Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And touchdown! DK Metcalf doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Brandon, we're not even out of the first quarter yet, and that's his 3rd receiving touchdown of the game. Tremendous job, and I think this might come under the heading of if someone has the hot hand, you've got to keep going back to him.
And on the defensive side, they better figure something out quickly.
Yeah, I think that no matter what, you've got to do something to slow him down. I don't care if it's double or triple coverage. Make someone else emerge because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer. And he
fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Janikowski set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at his own 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Janikowski on for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
This, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
That'll go as a loss of 5. Operating from the gun, Tomlinson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
2nd down and 15 yards to go.
Hey, Mike 51.
from the gun. Tomlinson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
Morton Anderson on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead.
We now proceed to the start of the second half.
35. Visitors 10.
Anderson now to kick this one away.
Anderson to kick off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Sanders on the return. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson going for Metcalf on the oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. DK Metcalf, 55 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll run with Drake. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On first down, Tomlinson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Operating from the gun, Tomlinson. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. DK Metcalf. 54 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
Now Jackson. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And now out come the Patriots. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Tomlinson. And this is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Tomlinson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jack Youngblood in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. "13 yards the tally on the return there. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So here's the home side to take over on offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got daylight past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Janikowski now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That's good.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Tomlinson to the right side and complete to Hurst.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for
so after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Tomlinson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Lawrence Taylor. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This